gentlemen, let's hear it for Madison Hatfield.
This is the hardest part, right here. I had my first sex talk when I was 5 years old, this many. I made the huge mistake of asking where babies come from, and I was told. With candor and devastating detail. And I remember the next day on the playground, there were these kids, and they were just like saying the word sex and then laughing, which is something that people still do now. But my judgmental 5-year-old ass, I walk up to him. I was like, guys. Sex is something that two people do when they love each other very, very much. And it's not funny. It's not a joke. And that's when I knew that I was destined to never have any friends. So we can fast forward through several years of me doing book reports on Our Bodies, Ourselves, trying several times to bring in the female orgasm for show and tell. Was never allowed. And yeah, many years of knowing everything about sex and having none of it. And so in college I became a health advisor, and our main job was to go around to every freshman hall and give a sex talk, like my calling. And I remember we were up on this girls' hall, and one of the things that we did was that everybody had to put on a condom. And we had these very nice wooden penis shaft models with a base, so they stood up on the table because bananas are for trash people. Also, if your dick looks like a banana, come see me after class. It's not accurate. So we've gone through the condom demonstration. All of these girls, they did a great job. And at the end, as I always did, I said, okay guys, what questions do you have? This sweet girl right there in the front. She raises her hand real earnest. Call on her, and she said, yes. Do I pull the condom over the balls as well? I look over at my partner, and she's like, you got this one. And I looked her dead in the eye. And I said, yes! Yes! Because you know what, ladies? I am fighting the patriarchy at every turn. Every turn! And every dude who gets his balls surprise tucked into latex by this girl, that is a win for women everywhere. You're welcome. So, honestly, all of this is like just a prelude to say that I did not think that I could be surprised by anything to do with my sexual health. And then I went to the gynecologist last week, and I went because I was looking for some non-hormonal birth control that isn't condoms, because I'm allergic to condoms. Oh. And it turns out that the pill turns you into a sad anxiety slug for 10 years. So, ready to get off that. So, of course I did my research. I pulled out Our Bodies, Ourselves. I looked at my options, and I told the gyno that I wanted a diaphragm. And if you don't know what that is, it's this little rubber cap. You stick it into your vagina. It covers the cervix. No sperm allowed. No hormones. Perfect. Red flag number 1. I sit down with this new doctor and tell her I want a diaphragm. She's like, you sure? Bitch, I did my research. Yes, I'm sure. So she's like, okay. So she pulls out the box of the samples. She talks me through it. She gets me up on the table, pants off. She inserts the diaphragm into my vagina, and it feels great. It was easy. It's like a hug on the inside. I am feeling great about my choices. Real good. Really, really good. And then she says, okay, I am going to leave the room, and I want you to get it out. I was like, okay, thanks. I didn't know that she was giving me the challenge of my life. Because I'm standing up, I go in for this thing, I'm like, I'm not even close. I can't even feel it. Because y'all, like, I'm peak sausage fingers. Like, no one is more Vienna than me. It is a miracle that these little nubbins got around this mic tonight. So I can't even feel it. I'm like, okay, it's just an angle issue. So I get my leg up on her doctor's stool, and I'm going for it, and I've lost the men. I've lost all of you. Sir, I want you to imagine that you're trying to get a slippery-ass jellyfish out of your bathtub drain. All you have is 2 wet hot dogs. Okay? Yeah. And also you're blind. We back? We're back? Okay, we're back. Here we go. Legs up. Going for it. And the ankle thing is not working, so change of pace. I get back up on the table. I throw my legs back as far as they will go, and I am fisting myself. I am committing assault on my own person and desperately trying to get this diaphragm. And I feel just the tiniest little bit of rubber between these 2 fingers, and I start crying, and I'm praying, and I'm going so slow, sure that I'm just gonna let this moment slip away. And I pull that fucker out right as the doctor walks back in, and I'm looking like I did at the end of my Into the Woods audition in college. Into the woods and out of the woods. In that show. This doctor, like, bitch knew. I mean, she examined my whole body. She saw my hands. So she walks over, smug as fuck. And she just pulls out a condom, and she leans in and whispers, just don't forget to put it over the balls as well.